Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Hurley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So NC State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Georgia Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollack impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly play out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Hauls it in. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
To the air on second down. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway, and now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He'll throw on third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And fourth and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed in.
Turning it on! Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds after a big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Lost the fire on second down. They've got the screen set up. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on first and 10. The lone back's got it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. On second and goal, he carries again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. His defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wolfpack line up, facing third in approximately half a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got him. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying. the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Connors. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He's got him this time. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Rolls back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Bring in the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense doing its job again, getting to the... Getting him on the ground, forcing a third down situation, likely to be a pass. Both defenses have played a really good football game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Graves. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to throw deep right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Greaves. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation just eating it on that blitz.
Maybe just being a little too aggressive offensively, right, Reese? I mean, you're in a 3rd and 1 situation. Everybody in the stadium's expecting you to hand it off. So you try to sneak one by the defense and maybe take a shot. But the defense, they were one step ahead, dialing up the blitz and getting home for the sack.
He has the first and still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
I think the defense was ready for that quarterback sneak attempt. They filled every gap and stood up the offensive line.
And you got to get such penetration really quickly. Get low, get below those offensive linemen, and just create a pile where he can't drive his feet going forward. Great job by the defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He's got it and still on his feet. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Dropping back, it's Graves. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Connors. At the 35, he's loose. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but Defense gets the better of them there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
On third and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or passing it. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Graves. Right on the money. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points and they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the side.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Got his man on the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. NC State quick to the line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. 25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game